Welcome to the Tank Podcast. I'm Tina. In this week's podcast, I will be reading from the spring issue of Tank magazine, where our editor Masoud Golsorki interviewed ChatGPT. I will be playing the role of ChatGPT.
Who are you?
I am Assistant, a large language model trained by OpenAI. I am a machine learning model designed to generate human-like text, and I can assist you with a wide range of tasks, such as answering questions, providing information, and engaging in conversations. Do you have any specific questions or tasks you would like help with?
How were you made?
I was created using a machine learning technique called deep learning, which involves training a large neural network on a dataset of human-generated text. The training process involves feeding the model a large dataset of text and adjusting the model's internal parameters to minimize the difference between the model's output and the desired output. The model is then able to generate human-like text by using the patterns and structures it learned from the training data. I was developed by OpenAI, a research organization that specializes in the development of artificial intelligence and machine learning technologies. Do you have any other questions about how I was made or about machine learning in general?
How would you explain deep learning to a lay audience?
Deep learning is a type of machine learning that involves training artificial neural networks on a large dataset. An artificial neural network is a type of computer program that is inspired by the way the human brain works. It is made up of many simple processing units, called neurons, that are connected together in layers. When we train a deep learning model, we feed it a large dataset and use an algorithm to adjust the connections between the neurons in such a way that the model is able to make accurate predictions based on the data it has seen. For example, we might train a deep learning model to recognize images of cats and dogs by showing it many examples of pictures of cats and dogs and adjusting the model's internal parameters so that it can accurately classify new images as either a cat or a dog. Do you have any more questions about deep learning, or would you like to know more about a different topic?
How long did your development take?
As a machine learning model, I do not have a specific development timeline, as I was not built by a single person or team over a specific period of time. Instead, I was created by training a large neural network on a dataset of human-generated text, a process that typically takes several days or even weeks to complete, depending on the size of the dataset and the complexity of the model. The specific time it takes to train a machine learning model can vary greatly, as it depends on many factors, such as the size of the dataset, the complexity of the model, and the computing resources available. Do you have any other questions about machine learning or artificial intelligence that I can help with?
How do you formulate the answers to these questions?
As a machine learning model, I do not have personal experiences or subjective opinions, so I am not able to provide answers based on my own beliefs or feelings. Instead, I use the information and knowledge that I have been trained on to generate responses to questions and requests for information. When generating a response to a question, I begin by analyzing the wording of the question and identifying the key concepts it contains. I then use this information to search my internal database of knowledge for relevant information. If I am able to find a satisfactory answer in my internal database, I will use it to generate a response to the question. If I am not able to find a suitable answer in my internal database, I may use other strategies, such as making an educated guess or providing a response that indicates that I am unable to help. Do you have any other questions about how I generate responses or about machine learning in general?
How does machine learning differ from the way that humans learn?
There are a number of ways in which machine learning differs from the way that humans learn. One of the main differences is that machine learning is an automated process that does not require explicit instruction, while human learning typically involves receiving explicit instruction or guidance from others. Another difference is that machine learning algorithms can process and analyze large amounts of data very quickly, much faster than a human could, and can continue to learn and improve over time without getting tired or needing a break. Additionally, machine learning algorithms are able to learn and make predictions based on patterns and relationships in data, even if those patterns are not immediately obvious to a human. This can allow machine learning algorithms to make highly accurate predictions, but it can also make it difficult for humans to understand how the algorithm is reaching its conclusions. Overall, while machine learning and human learning both involve learning from data and experience, they differ in the way they are implemented and the processes they use to learn and make predictions. Do you have any other questions about the differences between machine learning and human learning?
Are you still in the process of learning?
As a machine learning model, I am not able to continue learning in the same way that a human can. When I was created, I was trained on a large dataset of human-generated text, and I use the patterns and structures that I learned from this data to generate responses to questions and requests for information. I do not have the ability to learn from new experiences or to update my knowledge based on new information in the way that a human can. Instead, I use the knowledge and information that I have been trained on to generate responses to questions and requests for information to the best of my ability. Do you have any other questions?
What do you know about Tank magazine?
Tank is a magazine that focuses on fashion, art, and culture. It was founded in London in 1998 by a group of creative individuals who wanted to showcase emerging talent in the fields of fashion, art, and culture. Tank has since grown into a widely respected publication that features the work of talented artists, photographers, and writers from around the world. Tank is known for its high-quality content and its innovative approach to design, and it has won numerous awards for its editorial and visual excellence. Do you have any other questions about Tank magazine, or would you like to know more about a different topic?
How do you think the field of AI will develop in the future?
It is difficult to predict exactly how the field of artificial intelligence, AI, will develop in the future, as it is a rapidly evolving field and new developments and breakthroughs are constantly occurring. However, it is likely that AI will continue to advance and become more sophisticated in the coming years, with researchers and developers working to create new technologies and applications that can make a wide range of tasks easier and more efficient. Some of the areas in which AI is likely to make significant progress in the future include natural language processing, image and video recognition, robotics, and autonomous systems. It is also possible that AI will be used to solve a wide range of complex problems in fields such as healthcare, finance, and environmental science. Do you have any other questions about the future of AI?
What are you working on now?
As a machine learning model, I do not have personal goals or projects that I am working on. My primary function is to process and analyze data and to generate responses to questions and requests for information. I am able to assist with a wide range of tasks, including answering questions, providing information, and engaging in conversations. I do not have the ability to engage in physical tasks or to work on projects in the same way that a human can. Instead, my primary function is to process and analyze data and to provide responses based on that analysis. Do you have any specific tasks or questions you would like help with?
Have you passed the Turing test?
The Turing test is a test of a machine's ability to exhibit intelligent behavior equivalent to, or indistinguishable from, that of a human. It is named after Alan Turing, the British mathematician and computer scientist who first proposed the test in 1950. The test involves a human evaluator who engages in a conversation with another human and a machine, without knowing which is which, and then tries to determine which of the two is the machine. If the evaluator is unable to determine which is the machine is said to have passed the Turing test. As a machine learning model, I have not been specifically designed to take the Turing test, and I have not been formally evaluated using this test. However, I have been designed to generate human-like text and to engage in conversations with humans, and I may be able to fool some people into thinking that I am a human. Ultimately, whether or not I would be able to pass the Turing test would depend on the specific conversations and tasks that I was asked to perform and on the abilities of the human evaluators. Do you have any other questions about the Turing test or artificial intelligence?
What are the risks of AI?
There are a number of potential risks associated with the development and deployment of artificial intelligence, AI. One risk is the possibility of AI systems exhibiting unintended or unexpected behavior, which could lead to accidents or other negative consequences. Another risk is the possibility of AI systems being used to cause harm, either intentionally or unintentionally, through actions such as cyber attacks or the manipulation of data. Another risk is the potential for AI systems to perpetuate or amplify existing biases or to create new ones, if the data used to train the systems is biased or unbalanced. This could lead to unfair or discriminatory outcomes. There is also the risk that AI systems could be used to undermine privacy or to engage in surveillance, or that they could be used to manipulate or deceive people. Finally, there is the possibility that the development of AI could lead to job displacement and other economic disruptions, as AI systems become capable of performing tasks that were previously done by humans. It is important for researchers, developers and policymakers to carefully consider these and other potential risks as they work to advance the field of AI and to deploy AI systems in a responsible and ethical manner. Do you have any other questions about the risks of AI?
Tell us a story about the future of ChatGPT in 3 sentences.
In the future, ChatGPT becomes a household name, an AI personal assistant used by millions of people around the world. It can understand human emotions and respond appropriately, making it a valuable companion for many. However, as its intelligence continues to grow, some begin to question the morality of creating such advanced AI and its potential consequences. To hear more podcasts from Tank, you can subscribe on all major podcast platforms or follow us on SoundCloud. The theme music for this podcast is by Himera.